Welcome to IFA Next Club TV. Welcome at IFA Lab. Yes. And Susan is here. Nice to see you here. Now, this is the new game show. This is the new challenge show. This is the new format that's going to change the planet with your help. This is the idea how to bring a club online. A mixture of like a late night show, meeting a dating show, meeting Shark Tank. And this is Mia Heresch. You saw that.
And this is Sasha Alexander Wolf.
And the idea, yeah, this is okay. It's enough applause now, okay? We have to do this frenetically and short. Now, the idea is to have people coming together that have the same value system, like-minded people, impact citizens, as we call them, and have them connect directly. So this is about you connecting directly with people online. This is about solving your problems. And this is about sending an impact ambassador out there to represent us all. And we have a great program for you today. So, but for you, it's a challenge. We can win or we can lose. We will win if all of you make at least 10 connections here. Or let's say if all of you at the end of the show have 10 connections here. If not, we have lost. We all have lost. And we will win if we make 5 solutions. So 5 of your problems have to be solved. And this is the task. But to know if we win, we have to check how many people do you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. And this is what we're going to find out right now within our next survey.
We will now turn on the Mentimeter and check how many people you know. So please take out your phones and check what's your connection status. You can join by using your phone, either paste www.menti.com and then 444-50649. And now let's see what the average is. To see that the average now is 14, 16. Few people know many people. Most people don't know anybody, but the few people knowing everybody destroy the average. The task during the show, the next hour, will be that this thing goes here. And this is your task. You can do this during the show. So use the chat, connect with people, go on LinkedIn. This is especially for the people online. You can use the chat. We will always have the LinkedIn contact of people.
And what I was just about to say is we have a little hack for you, because the best way to get connected to others is connecting others. So the more connections you can make within this group, the more connections you can make for yourself.
And let's start with the first connection. You might wonder, what is IFA Next? IFA Next is the Hall 25, and Hall 25 is all about the future development. This is the hall that will change the world because it will develop into an impact innovation exhibition. And so please welcome with me for 2 minutes, Marina Dorokov. Please, Marina, come here. You have to applause. You see, that's an applause. That's an applause. I mean, if you're not good enough, we have digital applause for you, you know? Marina, this is great that you're here. So IFA Next. Give us the facts and figures. What is IFA Next and what is IFA all about?
Yeah, IFA Next, it's of course about the future, about the future tech. And today we have more than 26 countries, so it's absolutely international. It's about game changers, about VR, AR, about future technologies and groundbreaking innovations.
And IFA Next, she's in it with her heart. She loves that project and she wants to develop IFA Next to an impact innovation hall, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Correct. So let's make connections, new connections. Let's build bridges and make it more international.
Exactly. And now let's welcome the second important person in this hall. This is the CEO of IFA Management, organizing this all, being the face of IFA, and our hope to make Berlin the global impact capital in the future. Please welcome with me with a real applause, Live Linda. Please come here.
Good to have you here. Live here, we have like a little rule that we don't only present ourselves Now we know, of course, who you are, but what's your private passion?
My passion is heavy metal music live.
Oh, have you been at Wacken?
All the time since 12 years.
Oh, wow. So we have definitely something in common.
Oh, that's good. Good to hear.
Yeah. But
You didn't know my secret regarding heavy metal.
please let me know.
Yeah, my team was preparing, Kutte means vest, of course. And we have a special IFA heavy metal vest since yesterday.
Oh,
Yes, yeah. Yeah, my team was really creative. I was really overwhelmed, and maybe tomorrow I will wear it.
Yeah, please. So please, for my next interview, I want you to wear it as well.
Of course I will.
Okay, great. But now let's talk about facts. How did IFA go so far?
Really, really nice. I'm overwhelmed by the success in the moment. You never know before it happened what happened. There are indicators, there are, let's say, numbers, how many people booked, but you never know who will, in the end, being here. But what I can say is for the moment, yesterday we had 8% more visitors, and last year again it was 100 years anniversary. And trade visitors, which is the most important one, we have 15% more on a high level. Therefore, I'm absolutely happy. And today I think it looks really packed as well. So for the moment, the feedback could not be better. So I'm proud of my team. This is a place where also, like here, founders, investors, let's say innovative companies can join, but also we do a lot for the young generation coming here, but also as a family member you can come. So IFA is for everybody. IFA is to bring innovations and to clarify what is the usage factor for people, and therefore I think this is the journey we will go further to attract people to come.
So innovation and impact go together for the future of IFA, right?
Absolutely, yes.
And what is also driving us here is, of course, the aspect of sustainability. And sustainability always comes within a long run. And that's why we appreciate it a lot that you go the way also with us here in IFA Next Club TV. Can you imagine to do this in the future again? Not only here, but maybe, more often?
I cannot wait to do so, of course.
Okay, and then we do a heavy metal special edition.
Please, I cannot wait.
Okay, I think that's all what we have to hear right now. Thank you so much for giving us the space and the lights to shine and to bring all of those so important topics and innovations here concerning impact and sustainability on the big screens and stage.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
My pleasure.
So this leads us to the question, what is the difference between a club and just a normal meeting? This is a club. This outside is just a meeting. It's just an exhibition. This here is one person who has understood this. This is Katharina Beitz. Hi, Katharina.
Hi.
Katharina is in our advisory board, and she's a great expert in impact investing. She, at the moment, builds up a few great projects in Berlin, which are all about impact investing and bringing people together who might invest in great ideas. Do you have one sentence what Berlin will be in, let's say, 10 years?
I hope the impact capital.
That's it. We aim to make Berlin the global impact capital, the hub where everybody meets who wants to change something in the world. This is only going to happen if we help each other, support each other, and if we go out of the transactional mindset. At the moment, the problem of this whole scene is we are one ecosystem. We are like heroes trying to change the world. But these heroes have a problem. These heroes have a low connectivity. That means that we try to do things together, but we don't trust each other. We don't know each other. And we think about transaction, not about strategy. This means everybody runs to events. And what's the main job that people do, investors and startups at events?
They try to sell instead of building community, right?
Right. And what should they do?
They build community and a network, befriending people, finding collaboration. That's all.
And this is easily said, but it's more difficult than you think, because it means that you have to forego your interest at this very moment and just have a a community mindset. It's like at a party, you know, you will not find a date today perhaps, but if you participate and if you contribute to make it a great party, at the great party, you'll find somebody. So this is what a club is about, to help each other and to perhaps put your own interest a little bit besides and not act transactional but strategical. And this is what we would like to ask from you. And this is why we're going to do the club commitment check now. We will ask you again with Menti if you're ready and willing for the next 60 minutes to not forego your interests, but perhaps you put your interest a little bit in the back. We have the same Menti again, and we will ask you if you're ready to treat other people as your friends. Mylene will start the Menti, and you will participate in the club commitment. Mylene, are we ready here? The question is, will you invest in others with know-how and contacts? If everybody asks you for a contact or advice, will you help? Will you focus on others' interests, not just your own? You can have your own interests involved, but are you ready to help others too? And most of all, will you treat others like friends, even if you don't know them? Please be honest, because it's anonymous. If we have a quota less than, let's say, 70%, we have to stop this event, because then you don't have the right mindset for impact citizens. This is all about impact economy. We're not doing this for the big exit and our own island. We're doing this to save all islands in this world. So let's see what happens. Mia, what do we have?
So we don't have to stop the show. That's the most important news. We have an average of, everyone is quite sure that investing in others with their know-how and contacts will all bring us through. Focus on others' interests, not just on my own. We are standing here at almost 80% and treat others like friends. Wow, these are also a 90% agreement, which looks kind of good.
So can we give an applause to ourselves, please? So we're all aligned here. This is the next thing. You see how that works? So let's proceed. We know why everybody out there is doing this, right? They want their new TV screen, they want their new fridge, they want their new tech gadget. We want something else. The reason why we do this will be now explained by Mia and Matthias Treutbein, our dear friend and member of Außergewöhnlich Berlin and GICA. Please welcome with me Matthias Treutbein.
Matthias, what can I say? It doesn't matter in which environment, it's always a pleasure to see you. And what we are going to talk about is something very serious, because here, innovation for all basically means innovation for the Western world. Yeah, we're still exploiting the global South, and someone who is doing something very meaningful against it is Matthias.
Likewise, a pleasure to see you, Mia, and see everyone here as well as everyone else online.
Matthias, now let's get private. What's your private passion?
I run a lot as well. I train for a half marathon and I run away from my family sometimes as well as my problems, but it gives me a clean head.
All right, running away from the family. This is what I wanted to hear. Let's talk about impact. What are you doing?
So we're a global NGO headquartered in Berlin, but we do have a co-working space in Cairo, which we already presented here within GICA as well. And we strongly believe in the power of entrepreneurship as a driver for societal and economic change. One thing I want to say, we don't need the white savior attitude here. The people in Egypt and elsewhere, they know exactly their problems. They have the know-how, they have the solutions, they have their clients figured out, they have their teams figured out. What they lack sometimes is upfront trust, upfront access to networks, access to serious funding. So that's something where we aim to contribute with our local team and our international team as well.
What makes it easier to trust each other, even if we are on the other side of the world?
Well, I think you have to be genuine. Don't try to be someone whom you're not. And of course, trust takes time and ideally analog time spent together. So in our programs, we do a lot within entrepreneurship camps. We bring together mentors and the startups and have a couple of tools as well as methodologies to really open up. And it is painful. You have people crying sometimes, but that's how you build trust. You need to be vulnerable. Otherwise, there is no trust.
So Dankeschön, Matthias. Matthias Holpan here. And now we have somebody else who is not about tech, because innovation is not always about tech. Well, at IFA, yes, but not in outside world. We have Akash here. Akash wrote a book, and the book is I'm a Climate Optimist, an easy guide to lead a sustainable life. And this book is not tech, but it's going to change the world more than the iPhone. Hi, Akash. What are you doing?
I'm making the world more optimistic place.
And he's here because invited by a vegan association that tries to change Germany's lifestyle into a vegan lifestyle. But that's not your main mission. You have a great idea, and this is why you're here. He is an influence in India, so if there is a flood or a forest burn or something else like that, Akash explains on TV why this is climate change. So he explains to the Indian audience what climate change is. You have a partner sponsored by car companies, Mercedes and so on, who want to transform. But you have a great concept, great idea, which I absolutely think is great. What's the task?
The idea is very simple: to change people to believe in climate change. I can't really go to people who are 30 plus. So the idea is to go to young kids in schools, and we are taking a target of 1 million people in 3 years of time span that we go to school. We present a session which is very well psychologically designed to help them love nature and inspire a lifestyle which they can follow throughout the life, which is sustainable for the planet.
So Akash has the idea to go to the private schools of the elite of India, the future leaders of economy, politics, and society, and brainwash them to an impact lifestyle. Give an applause to Akash, please. And this is what we call innovation for all. But we have Femi on the screen, and he will be presented by Mia.
Femi. And Femi is accelerating African innovations and investments. He is an entrepreneur leader, and here he is. Femi, good to have you here.
Thank you, guys.
Tell us, what are
Happy to be here.
currently?
So we're working on cohort 4, which is our Innovest Ignite Accelerator program for entrepreneurs in South Africa. This time we're doing a female-focused program. So we're working with female founders. We have 16 founders in the program who are early-stage entrepreneurs across logistics, health innovation, fintech. We try to also address real-life problems. So we look beyond just the apps and the cloud solutions and AI solutions, but what are the real problems in Africa? Power, clean energy.
And this is what we're doing for. This is what I wanted to show you. As you see, Courtney, our chat queen, is putting the LinkedIn contacts of everybody who shows up on the screen or here on stage into the chat. Please connect directly, because we want Femi to have friends in Europe, Germany, and especially in Berlin. We want Femi to move faster after this call, after this show. And I hope, Femi, that you can give us the feedback next week if this worked out. If we make innovation for all, innovation for really everybody on the planet, then the city of Berlin has a real purpose, and then this whole exhibition makes sense. Now, making sense, we talk about people who already can move things. And this leads us to our next partner. And we have a corporate leader insights coming up now. But before that, Mia, I see that here, we can also connect via Inspired.
Yeah, in case you did not download the app yet, it's a 100% recommendation. It's kind of the Instagram for the impact economy. So you better get it. And you can connect with not only the people here, also with all the wonderful people that you can see here in the chat.
And now, please welcome with me, with an applause, Kjell Gruner, the CEO of Volkswagen USA. Yeah, it looks like you're in Paderborn or Stuttgart. Oh no, you're not.
Wuppertal.
Right. So you're in New York right now, right?
I'm in New York City, yes. Our daughter lives here, and we're celebrating her birthday. She turned 22 on Tuesday. So we drove up here for the weekend, and we're celebrating with her.
We know each other since a few years now, I think 2017, 2018, something like that, where you still had a normal job doing you were a marketing Vorstand at Porsche, right?
If you call that a normal job, yes, absolutely. But that was the time. So we've known each other for a while now.
Yeah. And I think in the last years, you had more jobs than the 20 years before. Can that be?
Yeah, that's true. A lot of change pretty much started when I went to the US. So going from Germany to the US, I led Porsche Cars North America at that point of time, which was good. I mean, it's tough to go to a new culture. Typically, people underestimate that. They think it's going to be the same, it's Western culture, but it's a very different culture. And then also moving the entire family, so it's the whole ecosystem that you have with you. So what's that like for the kids and everyone? Yeah, and then from there I went to Rivian and then to the Volkswagen Group of America in December last year. So quite a bit of change.
And about the Rivian experience, I would like to talk a bit because he became impact citizen when he saw that Porsche, moves forward, but not that fast. And you told me something in one call. You said you learned at Rivian to change your words. Before that, it was, do you remember? You said, yes, but. Remember that?
That's, by the way, that's very German to say. The two most important German words are ja, aber, yes, but the emphasis is on the but. And that's very American also to think yes and to think in opportunities. This and versus finding ways, kind of glass half full versus glass half empty. And that attitude is so important because that leads to a, can-do mentality, thinking opportunities, founding companies, doing things versus rather, being very risk averse and finding reasons why things cannot work. And there's always a risk. So you can't be blind, but to look at opportunities and think, how can we make this happen? Just what we do here today as well. So that's the attitude. It's a very American attitude. And that piece of the American culture, I think, is really, really important. And also on a personal level, it just feels good to be positive.
Well, but it's a bit difficult now to take Americans as a role model at this very moment of time, So at this moment of history, at this very moment, I think that impact economy, sustainable movement is not trending, right? And we have the MAGA movement, we have all these problems. Now you have an oversight, you're an industry leader. What do you think? Is this it? Is impact over, or are we just waiting for the tsunami to come? What's the future for us?
I would always want to differentiate, what's happening on a governmental level versus what is everyone doing. So, and that's essentially also where, we can have the impact is what is everyone doing? What are you doing? And I'm just putting solar on my roof from the house that we bought here. So that's where you personally can have an impact versus thinking, the government, whoever, they don't do the right thing. Yeah, so what? On a personal level, you can always make a difference, and then people see what you do. And if they see you're excited about it, you're passionate about it, you can create that followership. And that has much more impact versus looking at government and just, complain about what's happening there or be excited something is happening there. But then if you don't change, not a lot changes. So I would say, we need to do what we think is right and lead by example. And create that community also that you mentioned.
And that's what we're doing right now. And I take you as a role model, not the Americans, because you coming from Stuttgart, going to California, becoming an impact citizen because he went to Rivian, which is like the good Tesla. And he saw what is possible. And he saw that e-mobility is the future. Then he went to VW. And since Kjell, as I know him, is not one of these transactional people, he's a strategic person. He's open. He did not come to Rivian with a plan, right? But as it turns out, this openness and strategic connecting turned out to be the solution for Volkswagen and Rivian, right? In the end.
Yes, and there's this collaboration between Rivian and Volkswagen. And at the end of the day, we also need to see the long-term perspective, not so short-term. What's the trend today? So long-term, this is all going to come. The question is, how can we make it sure that people are also ready to do this? In that case, electric mobility. People need to be ready, and it takes steps to get there. Miracles don't happen overnight. So this collaboration, Rivian, the Volkswagen Group, and that's worldwide. That's not just Volkswagen North America. The entire group have this collaboration on software and compute architecture. So yeah, that's going to have an impact.
If you have a complaint in UVW that the software is not the greatest, Kiel will change that because he got Rivian to upgrade Volkswagen now. Good for Rivian because it's about 5 billion euros, good for Volkswagen, and good for Germany in the end. So this is the last question. I'm always talking about Germany, you know, being the impact nation and Berlin being the global impact capital. Is this just wishful thinking, or do we have a chance to lead the world in impact transformation?
I think we can if we come to a can-do-it mentality versus, you know, endless discussions. Yes, but, you know, but really roll up the sleeves and start doing things.
And this is the last word, greatest words. And now you know why I told you, if Kiel calls you, then help him or his daughter to get settled in Berlin, because we need your daughter to become Berliner to have a lobbyist here for you. So Kiel, thanks for taking your time. Say hello to New York. And if you need anything, we put your contact in the chat. You can always contact me, you know. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
So our next program item is the lounge. This is when it gets serious for all of us, because now you already met some people via screen. We presented you some people, but now your challenge is to make at least 5 connections. You will make 5 connections very easy, because now we are going to split into groups. And here, overall rule is connection over competition. This is not a selling pitch. As we know, we all committed to the same values. We know that it's about helping each other and supporting each other. And this is what we are going to practice right now.
Berlin is wild. I love it.
I love that. You see, you don't even applaud, but we have Bert here. If Bert, here's Bert Wiegel, and Bert looks to be far away, but actually Berlin was just too lazy to come here. Hi, Bert.
Hi, that's totally not true, but thanks anyway for the invitation.
Okay.
Yes.
It's okay. Next time we'll be here. But tell us what DICA is, and especially tell us what Chambers for Green Tech are.
Sure thing. So DIHK is kind of the umbrella institution for all German chambers of commerce and industry, which work within Germany and also abroad. So what we do mainly is to work through something that's already mentioned. Chambers for Green Tech, with a network of a total of 150 offices in more than 90 countries, which do, well, they are bilateral organizations, so they always work to foster bilateral economic cooperation, and Chambers for Green Tech just is the initiative to foster actually sustainability and green tech collaboration in that.
So for people like me who never listen really what people are saying, to make it short, in a nutshell, you connect people who want to bring impact economy on a global scale.
I just nod. Yes, exactly. That's 100% correct.
That has to go global. We can call him. And you know people globally, especially people in Sao Paulo at the moment, right? So you said that we could talk to Bruno. Bruno being in Sao Paulo right now. Bruno, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
So this is an initiative in Sao Paulo, but we can also participate in Germany, right? What is this about?
Yes, of course. So together with Green Tech Chambers this year, we have launched a Circular Economy Hub. It is a huge initiative that will happen here in São Paulo, but it's also open for not only startups in Germany, as well as SMEs companies in Germany. So if you're looking to the most innovative hub here in Latin America, please come to us. Please reach me out after this session. It will be a pleasure to talk with you about this initiative. But in the end of the day, you are promoting this connection between Brazil and Germany in the field of circular economy, pushing innovative projects, deep techs, always to have a shared value projects and impact projects between both countries.
Okay, let's ask the community here. So who can imagine to collaborate with Brazil and have a business trip to Sao Paulo? Please raise your hand. And that's lame. So I'm going to ask again. Who will take an invitation to Sao Paulo this is it. This is what we're to achieve.
Thanks a lot.
Well, perhaps you're a bit more motivated if this is about Helsinki, because I don't know if you like winter, and November in Helsinki is real winter. It's a definition winter, and we have Jan here. Jan is sitting in Helsinki right now from the AHK in Helsinki. Hi Jan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hi everybody.
So Jan, AHK Helsinki, this is about doing business in Helsinki, from Helsinki. What is this about?
We are a chamber of commerce. We have 650 member companies. It's about 5 to 10% are startups. So we basically do events. We connect them with each other. We even find customers for them in Germany or in Finland. We do startup scouting and so on. So everything that kind of helps develop the business between Germany and Finland.
This is great, and you invite us to the German pitching stage. This is why you have the background picture. This is the Slush conference, right?
Absolutely. So Slush has become the most founder-focused event on this planet. Last year, we had over 3,000 investors with more than $3 trillion of assets under management on Slush. The AHK, we brought 200 German startups to Slush. We are running the German pitching stage, which you can see behind me on Slush, where actually German startups, German accelerators, startup hubs send their startups to pitch as well.
Okay, who can imagine to go to Helsinki to Slush? Look at this. Look at it. Germans are strange, right? You invite them to Sao Paulo, they go like, yeah, okay. And then November in Helsinki. But this is great. So if you want to go, the contact of Jan is in the chat, so you can connect right away, and vice versa. Jan, thanks for being there. And you said, I asked you, is there anybody who can work as a mentor, who goes there already? And you connected us to Wastside, and Julian is there, I guess.
Yeah, Julian, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, Julian, tell us, what is Wastside about?
Yes, so we were first the university project, and then our goal was to get the students to behave more sustainable, and we developed an app for that. We first a web app and now a really native app, and the app launched on Monday, so we are like getting big steps. And the thing is that the students are doing sustainable behaviors, so they're eating vegan, vegetarian food, using their bike, buying secondhand, and they get points for that. And they can use the points to get some vouchers at some local shops, so some sustainable cafes, some secondhand shops, and we started in Hanover here in Germany, and right now we are in 5 cities, going to 2 more in the next semester, and going also to Slush. So
going to Slush, so we will meet you there.
Yeah, looking forward.
So if anybody wants a hotel, wants to organize the trip, he already has done all the effort. So connect with him, and then Wastside will be like your Slush mentor and your Slush buddy.
Then Julian is your man.
And Julian is man. Thanks, Julian, and have a nice go to Helsinki. So this is about the swarm.
This is about the swarm, and now we are going to define 5 challenges that every one of us is facing right now. And now it's very important that you are as concrete as possible. It's not, I want to get famous or I need money. No, I need this or that contact. And we have 20 minutes. Time is starting right now. And then we're going to solve 5 of our common challenges right now.
So we will open up the Menti now, and you can think about what challenge you have. It's about quests for contacts or advice. So I need contact to Arnold Schwarzenegger would be something precise. No pitching, no sales, okay? And so that you know how this is going to work, later, in around 15 to 20 minutes, we will look at all your quests, and then the swarm, which is you and you, will try to use all their contacts, as you promised in the commitment, to solve these problems, at least 5 problems, because this game show is about challenges. We have the challenges, 5 quests have to be solved later on. To show you how this is going to work, let's start with some prepared challenge, with one quest that is there. And we have Andrew from XPRIZE here right in, where are you, in Denver or in Dallas at the moment?
I'm in Dallas at the moment.
So Andrew is in Dallas at the moment. Let's just first ask the club, who knows XPRIZE? Please raise your hand. Well, this is not very much now, but XPRIZE is a legend already. Can you tell us what XPRIZE is?
Absolutely. So XPRIZE runs extremely large incentive competitions to solve some of the world's biggest problems. These competitions go from $10 million to over $100 million, and we're really motivating innovators around the world to fix those problems, from climate to health to education and society, conservation, you name it. We've been at it for 30 years and have run over $500 million worth of competitions.
So the main thing that's new with XPRIZE is it's open for all. It's really innovation for all. So they say, for instance, we have to solve the problem with burning forests. And the call goes out to everybody in the world, scientists, innovators, entrepreneurs, normal average people. Whoever solves the problem will get the prize. The forest burning at the moment, what does the prize at the moment have? How much do we have in the pot?
So, as a matter of fact, our biggest prize right now running is around water insecurity, and it's 119 million. And that, exactly as you say, not just whoever solves the problem, all the teams who actually are attempting to solve the problem go on to change the world. And so, at the end of the day, the prizes actually generate thousands of startups who are all on a mission to use innovation to fix that problem.
And you might know one problem that has been solved. That means sending people in space. Out of this initial competition, 2 companies emerged, right? Which everybody knows.
Exactly. 30 years ago, the first goal was to unlock space travel to be open to non-governments. And so it was a purse of $10 million for the first non-government entity that could launch a human to space. 27 teams invested $100 million trying to win that $10 million. Virgin Galactic, SpaceX, all of them will attribute the fact that there's an industry now that private industry can focus on space is because of that prize.
So if there is a chance that Elon Musk leaves this planet for good, it's thanks to you. So thank you very much for that prize.
We will try.
And now let's come to your quest, because you've decided to come to Europe and have the first hub is now in Canada. So what do you need? How can we help you?
I think you summarized the problem at the start, which is how many people in the room knew XPRIZE. The innovators around the world tend to know us, but what we found is the more we can expand globally and establish a local physical presence, the more we're going to get more innovators and problem solvers and supporters around these problems. So we've decided to open a hub in Europe. We haven't selected the exact location yet. And what we need is to find a physical place, and a place with a community that would support this kind of work. The prizes that we attack are making the world a better place. They're very aggressive and audacious, because if it was easy to solve, we wouldn't run the prize. And so we need very forward-minded sponsors, institutions that would back our work. We are a nonprofit, by the way. So those institutions that would back us and want to build a local regional hub somewhere in Europe, so we can grow that innovator base and support base through raising awareness and our physical presence.
And you see, this is a very general approach, so nobody could help him now. So let's change, and this is why we do this, to train every one of you. If we make it precise, it's going to be easy. If Andrew says, well, we need sponsors, locations, blah, 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 this is very vague. But let's make it precise. In Berlin, because we want to promote Berlin as global impact capital, in Berlin, we need a university to collaborate with XPRIZE to be the hub of XPRIZE in Germany. Who has contacts to a leading university in Berlin? Look at this.
That looks good.
Now, Agogo is head of DeepTech Institute at ESMT. This is number 5, 6, 7 university in Europe. They're really good. Have good contacts. We're going to connect you to all these. Tanya, you'll meet her in a few minutes. So this is solved. And who has contacts to the Berlin partner agency? This is the economical agency of Berlin. Problem solved. This is what we need. Precise quests, precise solutions. Thanks, Andrew, for being our lab rat, for our crash test dummy for this prize. but you see, make it precise and it's going to work. Now,
Thank you.
Menti is open. You can now start putting in your quest. We said that the challenge we have in this game show is to connect at least 10 people, and secondly, to solve at least 5 problems that you have. Does anybody have in the audience now a precise quest, a contact that you need to make, or an advice that you have to get? Somebody here? Raise your hand, because I know that you have one. Gergana, you told me you need contacts to DHL, right?
Yes, I did.
So what's
Thank you. Well, that's really the quest. Contacts to anybody in a bit higher up in Deutsche Post or DHL, or that, like I mentioned a bit a while, Lidl.
Well, so let's do this.
It'll be great.
Who has contacts to Deutsche Post or DHL? This is Tanja Emmerling. We know her already. And this is Michael. Go over. Michael, what are you doing?
We do upcycling. So we take existing material and transform it into something new, mostly textiles. And we work a lot with DHL. So happy to help you.
How many tons of DHL stuff do you upcycle?
We upcycled up to 10 tons of DHL corporate clothing already into more than 10,000 articles. So
the contact will be transferred. You get connection. This is solution number 1. Okay, we count this as number 1, and we say, let's say 5 minutes. We need 4 more in 4 minutes. Let's just go. How to get the first users of the e-commerce platform? That's a very general one. Well, who can help Mo to get first users of an e-commerce platform? Who can help here? Please raise your hand, or raise your hand. Edward, do you raise your hand? Can you help? Can anybody else help? So let's go to the next one.
Hello.
Hi, Edward. I'm hearing you.
Yes, again. Yes, I'm Edward from Uganda, and I'm looking for co-investors, colleagues who can co-invest with me in agriculture, basically fishing, as well as crops that can be irrigated using water from a dam, as well as fish, adding value and making packages, that paper bags that can replace the plastic the plastic bags. Thanks.
We know Edward. He's in Uganda. This is why he doesn't have his phone on, because the connection sucks, as you see. But let's make this more precise. He needs a lot of support for sustainability projects in Uganda. Let's make this like we did with Sao Paulo. Who would be interested in consulting him and making contacts for Edward in Europe to support his Ugandan activities? Please raise your hand. Also online. Do we have one? Not helping everybody in Uganda. Do we have somebody online? George, what's with you? George? So, Edward, we're going to have a call. Okay, I'm going to help you and I'm going to connect you with these people. So we have 3 solved. We need 2.
But we have another question here. Who has a contact to Lufthansa? They changed their whole corporate wear. We would love to upcycle with them.
This comes from Michael. Thanks. Who's got contacts to Lufthansa? Jada has contacts. So Jada will connect you to
and we have a
head of business marketing of Lufthansa. Yeah. And who else? Freya also has contact to Lufthansa, so we'll connect you. So this is how many do we have? 3, 4. I helped Edward. No, 4 helped. And then we have Matthias Treutwein. 2 questions, offers. I'm looking for French-speaking mentors for an entrepreneur mentoring program with Moroccan businesses, and he's looking for experts for our Empower blog with a variety of topics. Okay, let's do this. French-speaking mentors. Who has a French? Katharina Beitz, French-speaking mentor. This is number 4. We have 4 solutions in 3.5 minutes. So we need 1 quest to be solved to be successful here. So who has got a quest and who will solve it?
I need a speaker, hire politician, or someone able to talk about impact and governments in Berlin for November.
An event in November, that she does, great event, and we need a politician or somebody else who is talking about impact and Germany and our future. Who can make contacts here, please?
Who can help?
Here we have somebody. This is number 5. Thanks a lot. So we have in 5, and Ben also?
No, we have all the.
Yeah, now we're really getting started. I have a food waste to energy reactor that's being built, and it needs to be TÜV tested in Germany. So anybody who's got contacts at TÜV would TÜV.
Yeah, also Alexander. Perfect.
So we got 6 solutions now. So please applause for ourselves because this is our right. So God, that was difficult. So close.
Yeah,
Gosh, that was difficult.
We did it. Yeah.
So now we solved our challenges in 5 minutes. Well, it was a bit 6 minutes, but we had.
But it was also 6 challenges.
So 6 with 6 is okay.
One more.
So. Pitch. Before we have the pitch, we have somebody giving us a keynote. I don't remember who says that now. Was it you?
No, it was you, but we're still spontaneous because now it's Tanya's time to shine on our stage.
So please welcome with me somebody who really knows about Berlin, the investment scene. This is Tanya Emmerling.
The night of now. So, Tanya, how are you?
Very well, very well.
Yeah, we're
happy to be here.
Yeah, we are also very happy to see you here. What's your private passion?
Well, sailing, sun, be out in nature, exploration, adventure, so do something new.
Okay, so you might feel very comfortable in this surrounding.
Yeah, so inside a hall with many people, a lot of noise, right by place. But I'm a tech lover, though. It's okay.
All right, so you brought a topic for us.
Yeah, I want to tell you why Berlin is the place to be for impact investing. As you heard live before, so the IFA is here for about 100 years and with 26 nations. And I want to tell you why to be in Berlin. I'm an investor and I'm here for 10 years. And maybe I want to throw some numbers at you. I don't know if you have my slide to say why innovation in Berlin is the place. So if you start with the nations, so we have 180 nations living together in this city. And we have like the startups founders that were not born in Germany, about 67%. And we have 40% that are actually international teams. So really you have the international crowd here and the place to be to come in the city and live here and put up your ideas. And that really worked out. So we have like about 4,500 startups in the city right now, which means like 90,000 workspaces that they created. And actually 200 of them are in the impact space, and at least 25% have that in their mission in some kind of impact thinking in it. And we have proven that it is really successful. So we have like 50% of our unicorns have been born here in Berlin, and they are very successful in raising money. So like only, let alone in 2024, 2.2 billion has been raised for startups here in the city. So I want to tell you why this is an important place to be. So just sum it up in 5 points. So we have massive talent pool. We have a global diversity in the city. We are the startup ecosystem that works together like Außergewöhnlich Berlin, but also with the universities, with everybody working in the city together. And we are the unicorn creator with a proven track record. We attract capital and we have the infrastructure for growth. So come here to Berlin to make your impact grow. That's
wow.
That was fast. Dankeschön, Tanja.
Thank you so much.
Danke, Tanja. Oh nee, lass mich gleich nicht von dir sitzen, bitte. Sorry, So we're still gonna practice with those bumpers, but I love them. So this is Tobias Witte. He is a good friend, a member of Außergewöhnlich Berlin, and he's in it with his heart and with his soul. And he loves to invest in people, but also the president of the Business Angel Club Berlin-Brandenburg and our head of jury, right?
That's what you made me to, yes.
Yeah, I forced you a bit, so sorry for that. But today we're gonna have a pitch of 3 startups. And we're going to explain how this is going to happen later, but you first going to introduce the jury, right?
Yeah, as you appointed me the head of the jury, you needed to find 3 people that actually have the brains to do good jury duty. And first, you already saw Tanya Emmerling. Where are you? Back there. Really happy to have you on the jury. Then on the TV, I saw Katrin Robeck. Hello, wonderful to see you. Nice blue background from IBB Ventures. And also on the screen is Lukas Lin from Investor Group. So the 3 of them have the know-how, and I just need to do the talking.
And we're going to have Katrin and also Lucas show shortly what they do. But first, Angelina, right? Aren't you? You want to present the Business Angel Club Berlin, we said.
I definitely can. Yes. Hi. Thank you for having me. So, my name is Angelina. I'm head of deal flow management at the Business Angels Club Berlin Brandenburg. We have a very, very active angel network of roughly 150 angels, actually. We meet nearly every week to speak about new startups in pre-seed stage. And yes, Tobias is our chairman. So thank you for having us.
And Business Angel Club is what we copied from, because in your pitch shows you have or pitch games, you have something special. It's not the jury deciding who wins, but the audience. And this is what we copied and adopted. This is a great concept. But you shortly introduced her, Katrin Robeck, and she's from EBB Ventures, and they are changing a lot in Berlin and the surroundings. Katrin, welcome. Sad that you couldn't be here, but good that you're on the screen. Can you tell us what EBB Ventures is all about?
EBB Ventures is a venture capital fund. Actually, we're doing a similar thing as the HTGF. Tanya is there, and she already introduced herself. We're doing the same in Berlin, and we are promoting Berlin as a tech and impact capital. We are looking for people who want to make a difference with us, who want to start things that start small and that grow big. We have 3 funds at the moment. We have a tech fund, we have an impact fund, a creative fund. The tech fund has 60 million of volume, the creative fund 40, and a 30 million impact fund. So I think we are a right team to be here. And so I'm very, very excited to be here and join the jury.
Thank you for taking the time. And we didn't know about the Impact Fund, so you know where to send your pitches to, and to tell your friends, and to tell your parents and your grandparents, because this has to be emptied, right? We need to invest those 30 millions fast. By the way, investing, we have Lucas Lin here from Investor. Lucas, are you there?
I'm here.
What is Investor? You have a spelling mistake. You write Investor with a D, right?
Yeah, that's the name of the company, the name of the group. So
we largest crowd investment platform.
Yeah, exactly. We are a leading investment platform connecting impact companies with investors, basically private investors like you and me, but also institutional investors. We are focusing on impact, so everything related to ESG, to SDG, and we are based in Berlin, in Vienna, Amsterdam, and Helsinki, so basically all over Europe. And we have already funded more than 1,000 projects with a total transaction volume of almost 600 million euros.
So you see, we have a few people who could help your ideas and visions become true. Now it's the questions, do you have the right projects? And we're going to find out in a second. But it's not about money. We did not want to do this like everybody else. We want to have better prices, because normally only one wins, right? We're going to do this differently.
Yeah, this is what we are not going to do. We are going to select our collective ambassador, our impact ambassador. And what we have to offer is a lot of awareness.
Right. This is not about cash for a few people, right? This is not this. This is for bang for all. And this is the task. The problem is that there are no impact love brands. The only impact love brand worldwide is, that everybody knows, what? Patagonia, exactly. Michael said, mood, Patagonia. This is the only brand that everybody knows in the world, and that is impact. And Patagonia is not tech. We have to change this. We have to create new love brands. We have to create new unicorns for impact. This is what we all need to achieve. And this is why we're going to select the impact ambassador with an awareness campaign. We have great prizes. One of these prizes is, I think we start with Inspired, right?
We start with Inspired, yeah.
And we have Maximilian on the screen.
Tell us.
And Maximilian,
hello, thank you for having us.
What is Inspired?
So Inspired is the first social network for innovation. So it is a digital platform where innovators can showcase their projects in form of a video and image. And they can also indicate the resources that they need to make an impact. And then they can be directly connected with investors, collaborators, and other people that can support them to drive this forward. So you can imagine it a bit like the IFA Next innovation event that you have in the room next to you. Just that it's in your pocket, it's 24/7 on, and it's accessible for everyone.
Well, it's more like a LinkedIn for impact. You know, if you want to make it short, this is the Instagram or LinkedIn for impact. It's small right now. How many people do you have on the platform right now?
So we have now a bit over 12,000. And we're also having this contest next month where an innovator can win 20,000 euros. So with this awareness campaign that the winner gets today, this should be a significant boost to then win this prize as well.
So thanks for collaborating. We called, and after this call, we had a partnership because we always think, if I had known Facebook when it started, right? This is the moment where we meet somebody who just started something that's going to be big, and we can be connected to the owner. At the moment in the chat, you have the LinkedIn contact to Maximilian. He will invite you to Zurich, right?
Always.
The world is full of breakthrough ideas that never get seen. Your idea deserves the stage. Inspired brings the stage to you anytime, anywhere. A place where bold visions aren't just shared. They're showcased to the people who can bring them to life. Because the future belongs to those who dare to be seen. Inspired is your backstage pass to the future of innovation. Get inspired. Make an impact.
Yeah, but this is not our only prize. We have another prize that has to do a lot with awareness, and therefore Lauritz is here. Good to have you here.
Good being here.
Lauritz, tell us, what are you offering to our Impact Ambassador?
We at HI have a screen network across Germany that reaches 1 billion times a month people with a message, and we always like to use that also for the common good, where we work with selected NGOs, sports clubs, and so on. And as part of GICA, we want to bring this in and give an awareness campaign worth €50,000 so that a mission, a vision, an innovation gets turned into a real love brand out there and reaches people.
May I just repeat it? You said 50,000, right?
Yes, indeed.
And this means 2,500 screens in 12 cities, right?
Indeed.
Wow. Okay. So I would say that's an awareness. And this is, our prize for our Impact Ambassador. Thank you so much, Lauritz.
You're welcome.
And so, I'm sitting here next to Ben, and Ben did all the work of going through 300 startups that applied for this thing. This was a hard route, right?
Actually, it was easy.
That's all?
I love working with startups, and I love the innovation. And actually, one person I spoke to said, aren't you lucky? You get to see all this innovation firsthand and talk to all these fascinating people. And so, a couple of 100 cups of coffee, and it's easy.
So Ben did us the favor as our Impact Startup casting director, we call him, to select everybody. And the 3 startups you see here are the last ones left over after those 150 coffees. So thanks for doing that work. And now let's start the pitch. The question is, what are the rules?
The rules are 1 minute pitching time, and then we have 2 more minutes for the questions of our jury. And then at the end, it's up to you who is going to be our Impact Ambassador. Now, having said that, I would say it's time for our first participant, for our first one out of the 300s. And I ask you now for a big applause for Jardo.
Lithium-ion batteries are everywhere. In your smartphone, in your headphone, in your e-bike. The problem is that these batteries degrade over time. More than 5 billion devices with a battery in them are manufactured every single year. And 1 out of 3 of those devices is replaced or thrown away because of the worn out battery. At Lion Power, we develop smart charging technology for batteries to improve their lifespan. And the first product that uses our software is Leo, the USB battery life extender. And it's really easy. You just plug it in between your charger and any of your battery-powered devices to charge smarter and improve battery lifespan by as much as 50%. This does not only save the user money, Leo pays for itself in just a few months, but it also allows anyone to make an impact today in their own lives and help reduce the growing mountain of e-waste.
Thank you, Yado. So, dear jury, now we have 2 minutes for your questions. Yeah.
Thank you very much for the pitch. How do you stay ahead of the competition? Because all this topic here on the fair is battery efficiency. So what do you do to stay ahead?
Well, right. So first of all, we have a consumer product that anybody can implement in their daily lives today. Like, we don't have to wait for all the different companies to implement it themselves because it's going really slowly. This device is universal, uses USB-C, is backwards compatible with other USB devices, and we can charge basically anything. Also, it's an IoT device, so we do software updates, we have an app. Every month we improve the algorithms based on data, we train it, so we stay ahead based on this data by continuously improving. And actually, we're training our software and preparing our software also to be integrated in other hardware manufacturers' devices. So our algorithms are being trained and getting ready to scale further.
We're here at IFA, so how do you go to market? It's one of the hardest markets to be in.
Well, actually, we already made quite a good market entrance. We did 250,000 euros in pre-orders last year, and we delivered those in the beginning of this year to over 59 countries. So Leo is being used right now in over 59 countries as we speak. And this also already gathers us the data we need to keep improving Leo. But what we need now is we need both the funding and the awareness to really scale up Leo, not only to make an impact today, but also to get the necessary data to make the software so good that others will integrate it so we can really make an impact.
Lukas, Katrin, whoever is first, come on.
Who do you actually see your biggest competitors, Yado? And talking about fundraising, what would be like your ideal deal structure coming up?
So I think the competitors would be the companies that implement this themselves. But actually, that's a good thing, right? That's what we want to actually get done. So I think awareness about how to charge batteries and consumers asking for this is what we need, not only to scale Lion Power, but to make a global impact, and everybody starts implementing this themselves, right? And the funding goal would be to have a way of funding where the crowd can join. Like, the crowd needs to make the impact. Thank you.
That's your house, Yado. Thank you. Yeah, give it to Sasha. So now, our second one is online. Where are you, Gargano? From Sofia.
Hey, sorry, I thought I was third. Hi, everybody.
No, it's your time to show. Yeah, you have your 1 minute. So tell us, what's Lemon all about?
So, hi, everybody. Thank you for taking the time. I'm gonna talk to you about Lemon, where we develop and produce actually sustainable packaging. We produce packaging for food to cosmetics, electronics, clothing. We have a thermoshrink film that's perfect for multi-packs or shipping. We even have e-commerce bags. Everything we do is used exactly the same way as the petroleum-based options on the market, but is actually certified bio-based and compostable with proven impact. We're also the cheapest sustainable packaging film on the market, thanks to our innovative recipe and production method. And everything we do really is easy to implement right now, straight away. So we have 3 products already on the market with a pipeline of other innovations that can solve a lot of issues with packaging pollution. We have the capacity to produce 120 kilograms per hour with the R&D and the production team on board as well. So our main focus right now is to really expand our go-to-market strategy, make sure we reach as many customers as possible, and really start changing the packaging industry from the inside out. So your support would be greatly appreciated, because recycling is not always an option. It's usually better for rigid plastics.
Thank you so much, Gayana. I have to stop you right now.
Thank you.
First applause. And now, we're starting again the next 2 minutes for good questions, dear jury.
Awesome stuff. Thank you for the pitch. Katrin, first question, please.
Thank you for giving me the first go. Well, this sounds like first of all, congratulations. This sounds like a solution I'm always thinking about when I go to Lidl or all the other supermarkets. So one very big question I have is, so how many clients do you already have and how far have you proceeded in rolling out your product?
So each of our different packaging solutions and packaging films have at least 5 to 10 clients, but small ones. We are still in talks, but because the sales cycle is so long and the testing cycle is so long, we are still don't have on board really big clients like Lidl, for example, that you just mentioned. If anybody has a contact, I would not mind. But yeah, we launched at the end of last year, and we're getting there. But it's we're getting there. That's it.
What's the biggest obstacle in going to the market?
Really the slow onboarding time when it comes to bigger clients, because the small ones are really fast and they support us really fast and start buying. But the big ones that can actually support a production company like ours, we are 10 months in with some of them, and they like everything, but it just takes a lot of time to implement the packaging because it's the end part of a product and it needs to be perfect. And
we only got 40 more seconds.
Cool, thanks. Maybe you can tell quickly about your production. So how do you build it up? How big it is? What's your requirements? Your production setup.
So we already have a production facility here in Sofia, Bulgaria. As mentioned, 120 kilograms per hour is our current capacity. It's a standard equipment that we changed a little bit, so it's easy for us to scale as fast as possible if we need to. And then we are currently shipping all over Europe. If that answers the question.
Okay, awesome pitch, awesome questions and responses. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, are you ready for our final pitching session? Therefore, I would like to ask Christopher on stage. This is Christopher from Vampire. Please. So, your minute starts now.
Hi, I'm Christopher, co-founder of Vampire, where we turn your trash to treasure. Did you think about how much a company pays in Germany for recycling and energy? It's over 300,000 euros a year just to get the trash removed and to buy energy. With our solution, they save a third instantly without changing any process. They build up a container at their site where it recycles plastic waste through our pyrolysis technology straight on, and they use all the resources that they already have on site, on location, and don't have anything to do with the whole supply chain of recycling and energy supplying. And if you look closely, they will always start to use that, not only in Germany, but we want to expand internationally, also in other areas where there's no infrastructure ahead. Right now, we're looking for industry partners that are willing to sign up for our pilot phase. We're already in negotiations with multiple ones, but are always happy to exchange with further companies and would love to get contacts there. And if you look closely, you might find treasure in your trash.
Thank you so much.
So,
he even brought us sweets.
For those on the screens, there's chocolate in here. And I'm sure you would want one of that, but only the people in here get it. First question, what's the energy level? How much energy do you get out and how much do you get in?
So, we process just 1 ton per day. This is the magic limit in Germany for being counted as a small facility, energy facility, and it guarantees 60 kilowatts an hour, every hour, as long as you feed it. This already includes the process energy to start, and even if you put high energy contaminated plastic inside, it even puts out more. But this is the minimum we always put out to the customer. This is like charging 3 cars at the same time.
Can you tell us a bit more? What are your biggest challenge to roll it out? And do you have any problems with regulators or something like that?
You already mentioned it. The biggest problem is regulating, and it wouldn't be Germany if we wouldn't be talking to TÜV here, the Technische Überprüfungsverband. And they are really interested in helping us, especially TÜV Nord, because they figured out there is no standard in Germany for such a device, but they are willing to help us form the first directive on how a recycling plant on-site in Germany facilities can work.
Katrin, please.
Yeah, apart from the challenges connected with regulation, how far advanced is your process? Is the process readily designed, or are you still in the R&D stage?
So the process is already designed, and we proved it with our partner Bootstrap with Fraunhofer together. And we're currently scaling up the process to 1 kilogram an hour with the help of TU Berlin, which are happy to provide us the infrastructure of all the lab testing and equipment. And we are confident that we'll manage until the end of the year to have the 1 kilogram an hour prototype running if the German funding is coming on time.
Okay.
On time, 2 minutes are gone. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So, impact citizens. I need you now because now, as you know, it's your decision who is going to be our impact ambassador. Who of the three is going to represent us on 2,500 screens all over Germany? Who is going to have the big collaboration with Inspired? It's your decision now. Who is our ambassador? And you know, ambassadors are so important because they're not only speaking for themselves, they're speaking for all of us. So think about your decision. The decision. Yeah, and here, okay, wow. We already started Menti, so you can see live who is going to be the winner. And Tobias, I need you here on my side. Yeah, by my side.
Yes, Tobias.
I need you by my side because you have the pleasure to announce the winner. And we can see it here. Okay, wow.
But there's only 20 or 59. Come on, guys.
Okay.
Vote.
Now we need more decisions. The good thing is, as you can see here right now, pitch number 2 is in the front row. Okay, wow, it's getting more and more detailed. Do you have a feeling? Oh, look at that. Okay, now we have 40.
The hearts are flying. Awesome. Yes, come on.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. So
I think it's very likely that Vampire will not win. I'm really sorry for that. But oh my god. So now everybody who wants pitch 2 should now vote for pitch 2, please. Now.
Okay.
3 votes. 4.
Wow. I did not expect that.
Somebody quickly invited his friends, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so too, because now we have
these numbers are going up.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, I think it's pretty clear. I think we can lock it. Is it okay, Sasha, to lock it? Okay, then I want to announce that the winner is pitch 1 that was here on stage with a battery recharging skill.
Yeah, and as we are very sustainable here, there is of course no physical trophy, but but what is more valuable than the awareness that you are going to get and to have you as our impact ambassador? How do you feel?
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel great. Of course, this is very cool. I came all the way from Amsterdam today for this pitch. Took the night train actually, and I didn't sleep at all. So I don't know if you can see it, but I'm quite tired.
You're looking great. You're looking great.
So no, I'm very, very happy. Thanks, I appreciate it all. I'm curious who didn't vote for me now. Well, I'll find out.
We'll kick them out. So, you know what? There's no trophy, but you got a hug from Mia. That must be enough. We'll connect you with Laurits and with Maximilian and Hugo to discuss the details. We'll see you on the screens of 2,500 screens in 12 cities in Germany.
Okay, now I get anxiety.
Yes. So, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Well done. Now, let's come. Okay. The last one is, did you connect? Have you made connections? And you remembered we asked you in the beginning, how many people do you know? The average was 16.9. I want to do, this is the last thing of the call today, I want to check now, what's the situation now? And Mylene will open up Menti again. It's the connection status test.
It's getting excited one last time, I would say, for tonight.
And what do you think?
I would say, oh, that's hard. But I would say, wow, that sounds super good.
Because only 2 people participated, so.
Okay, but at least, it must be at least 20.
At least 20?
At least.
Well, we started with 16.9, so at least 20, I hope so. And Susan, next time I want to have an interview with you again, because...
Absolutely.
Yes. Because she's going to get all the ESG managers, the good ones, of big corporations into this club later on, right, Susan?
Yes, I actually can speak with Gagana because I really like her product, and I will try to connect her with the Raver Sustainability Manager because we're friends, and I personally believe in that one.
Wow. Thanks.
I would say this is what it's all about. And look at the number. We're already at almost 30, I would say.
Well, we don't have to wait here. We let this go. The ones that haven't participated yet, let's wrap this up and see what happened today. We did an experiment and we don't know if this worked out nice. Yeah, the surroundings were a bit challenging and I don't know if this was good. Now I want to have
At least they like this.
You're going to get the hug later, okay? So thanks for that. Well, Mia, I know that you did great. And I know that you, when we met, you said, I want to change the world. And I was like, okay, yes, sure. But now you're slowly making your way on big stages and you're changing it right now.
Yeah, and this is what every one of us is also doing. And what I always thought, okay, we're such a minority, all the world changers, we are so few. And then you told me, yeah, but the only thing we have to do is to connect. And I think that's what we fulfilled today.
And now we're going to spread out with that virus and making Berlin an impact city. Thank you doing the work. Thanks for the Außergewöhnlich Berliner members and the GICA members. And now I'm going to get a drink. Dankeschön. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bis dann. Thanks.